You know, since I started this whole project, since I started on this path of this dream, I've learned the most important lesson is that you can't listen to all the naysayers. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. And the more people that told me it couldn't be done, the closer I know that I am to success. It's always been that way. You can't do arenas, you're a dancer. You can't have big screens, you're a dancer. What does that mean? I don't understand that. I could never understand that. My dream was to compete with the big rock and roll shows. And we do it very successfully and have done for 15 years. When I first started it, the Irish dance thing will never take off. Bang, Riverdance. Then I left Riverdance and I go to the promoters. They'd all made a bunch of money. Oh, lightning doesn't strike twice. It can't work. It's impossible, 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 impossible. That's all I kept hearing. So I took whatever little bit of money that I had made in a short period of time and I sold the video rights, £850,000 sterling at the time, in advance to get the money to bankroll the show. And it took me nearly a year to break even, doing shows every single night. But I did it, and we sold out, and we made money, and Lord of the Dance was born against all the odds, against all the naysayers, and we're still going all these years later, and they're still telling me, can't be done.
I didn't want to just be a bodybuilding champion. I wanted to be the best bodybuilder of all times. Dig deep down and ask yourselves, who do you want to be? Spent a lot of time by myself so I could figure out and listen to what is inside my heart and inside my head. Imagine you're 15 years old and you're in Austria and you say to the people, I want to be the bodybuilding champion of the world. I had this fire in the belly and I knew that the United States was where I could really succeed. I knew that this was where I could continue my bodybuilding career and start acting also. I was told to my face, you're nothing but a giant muscle. You can't act. You have no future and you have an accent that is laughable. And with your name, Schwarzen Schnitzel or whatever your name is, they say, well, forget about that, and they laughed. And there the director said, if we wouldn't have Schwarzenegger, we would have to build one. And then when I did Terminator, I'll be back. One of the most famous lines in the movie history, all because of my crazy accent. It just shows you never listen that you can't do something. Don't be afraid to fail. You should not be afraid of failure. That's just part of life. Anything and everything can be done if you can visualize it and if you believe in yourself. So never give up and never be afraid of failure, because otherwise you box yourself in and you limit yourself. You're going to find the naysayers in every turn that you make. Don't listen. If I would have listened to the naysayers, I would still be in the Austrian Alps yodeling. Just visualize your goal, know exactly where you want to go. There's absolutely no way around hard work. No pain, no gain.
Arnold Schwarzenegger!
You can't climb the ladder of success with your hands in the pocket.